A very good evening to all of you. I'm Manohar Rao, and today I'm going to discuss the topic oxidation in wastewater treatment plant. जो ऑक्सीडेशन है वो वेस्ट वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट में क्यों जरूरी है, क्या उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस है. सो दीज थिंग्स वी विल डिस्कस. फर्स्ट, व्हाट इज ऑक्सीडेशन. ऑक्सीडेशन है क्या, हाउ इट वर्क्स, ये काम कैसे करता है, टाइप्स, इसके प्रकार कौन कौन से हैं, व्हाई इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, ये जरूरी क्यों है. Examples and working methods. We will took some examples, main examples, and their working principle and methods. Then criteria to select the oxidative method. It is important because if we are going to select or adopt a oxidative method, किसी oxidative method को हम adopt करने जा रहे हैं, so we have to keep some things in our mind before the selecting a new method, because we can't adopt the methods that is used in heavy metal industries, that can't adopt it in food and paper pulp industries, because the nature of pollutant are very dissimilar. बहुत फर्क है. Like in food industry जो pollutant होता है, that is very easy to degrade. They can oxygen, they can degrade easily, but in heavy metal or pharmaceutical industries we have to use the more rigorous oxidizing agent. So first of all, what is oxidation? Oxidation is like nothing, just addition of oxygen or oxygen molecule in pollutant. So pollutant, it can be organic or inorganic. Organic, like they contain the hydrogen, carbon and oxygen molecules. Inorganic, simple, keep in your mind, like metal ions. So pollutant, it can be organic or inorganic when they lose the electrons by addition of oxygen. जब हम ऑक्सीजन के एडिशन के थ्रू इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमूवल करते हैं पॉल्यूटेंट से, दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड, सिंपली दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड ऑक्सीडेशन. Now only oxygen can't be added in every situation. We can't just put the oxygen and this oxidation process has been done. No, in some special cases we have to add the oxidizing agent. Now what are the oxidizing agent? These are the examples of some oxidizing agent: chlorine, ozone and UV rays. These oxidizing agent convert the complex pollutant in more simpler forms. Now we will discuss the types of oxidative methods or oxidation method. These are the some important types of oxidative methods. ये टोटल ऑक्सीडेटिव मेथड नहीं है, कुछ इनके अलावा भी और हैं, बट दीज आर इम्पोर्टेंट, सम इम्पोर्टेंट एग्जांपल्स ऑफ ऑक्सीडेटिव मेथड्स दैट वी यूज कॉमनली. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, केमिकल ऑक्सीडेशन या रासायनिक ऑक्सीकरण. एज द डिफाइंड बाय नेम, द केमिकल ऑक्सीडेशन, the method in which we use the chemical or strong oxidizer like KMnO4, chlorine and hydrogen peroxide. One is more K2Cr2O7. This is also a strong oxidizer agent. The chemical oxidation has a limitations that this liberate residues, chemical residues, in which we have to adopt a more external effort. Now come the advanced oxidation processes, or called AOPS. Advanced oxidation processes, in which we use all the type of oxidizing agent in single processes like ozone, hydrogen peroxides, UV rays, chlorination. Because these things release the hydroxyl radicals, which is called OH. In this hydroxyl radicals, there is single O and single H. This hydroxyl radical is very like electronegative. This hydroxyl radical removes the electron from pollutant very regressively. So in advanced oxidation method, it is very like highly effective, but energy consumption is very high in this method. And now we will discuss the electrochemical oxidation. In this method, we use the electric circuit, in which this is inlet and this is outlet, and this is a complete circuit. In this method, we use the external electricity, and the effluent is collected, uh, that is positively or negatively charged on a electrode, and remaining the effluent free water is drained out through the this exits, in which this reaction is generally has Xn plus Ne पॉजिटिव, मतलब इतने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स अगर यहाँ से माइनस हुए हैं किसी कंपाउंड से, एंड दीज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर कलेक्टेड ऑन अदर इलेक्ट्रोड, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल ऑर्गेनिक मैटर प्लस अगर हम उसको ऑक्सीजन प्रोवाइड करते हैं, या इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, ऑक्सीजन दैट मीन्स हम एडिशनल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, सो इट बिकम्स लाइक CO2 plus H2O plus energy, and this CO2 H2O energy and sludge are collected and filtered out later. We will discuss the photochemical oxidation. Oxidation के इस मेथड में हम यूवी रेज का मेनली यूज करते हैं, क्योंकि सनलाइट में लाइक मेन कंपोनेंट जो है हमारे यूज का इन ऑक्सीडेशन, दैट इज यूवी रेज. Additionally, in this method we use some like catalyst to increase or increase the efficiency of reactions. H2O2 called hydrogen peroxide and ozone. These are two examples of the photochemical oxidation. First, we can see the hydrogen peroxide and UV rays produced hydroxyl radicals, and we know the hydroxyl radicals are very highly electronegative, that consume the electrons from the pollutants, and that later that become the very degradable and easily degradable in nature. And in this we use the ozone, water and UV rays together, and they form the again hydrogen peroxide and ozone, oxygen, and later it it becomes the same reaction here. Now, at the end, we are focused on to produce the hydroxyl radicals, which react with the organic matters, and they produce the carbon dioxides, H2O2, and salts, also called. The criteria to select the oxidation method. First, the type and nature of pollutant. किसी पॉल्यूटेंट जो इमिट हो रहा है पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्री से, उसका नेचर कितना कितना रिग्रेस, केमिकली रिग्रेस है, वो कितना कॉम्प्लेक्स है, इट इज ऑर्गेनिक, इनऑर्गेनिक और बोथ इन नेचर. सो फॉर एग्जांपल इन टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्रीज, inorganic and organic pollutants both are emitted, so we can't go for single type of like photolytic chemical or electroplating method of oxidation. We have to use the advanced oxidation process. Second, water quality parameters. The water quality parameters like pH, alkalinity, salinity, and turbidity, and the suspended particles. We have to check them before adopting any oxidative method. For example, in coastal region of India, we are adopting photolytic photolytic method of oxidation, so it can be give us less efficiency because there may be turbidity in water. Then third is cost, energy and budget. If we have the small scale of industries like uh, pulp and paper industries, and municipal wastewater treatment. Municipal wastewater treatment is not a industries, but it is like emit less effluent in comparison to heavy industries. So we have to calculate the cost, energy, and budget before the establishment of any oxidative methods. Then scale and flow rate. We have to uh, calculate the scale and flow rate, or the amount of effluent that is emitted and that is